To be able to camp in my shed and live in it on site whilst I built my house, we had to put the sewage system in, and there's the tank down there and the transpiration pits over there. At the same time as we connected the shed to the septic tank, we also put a run of pipe from the tank up to the house, which goes around the outside of the building and then connects to the lower story wastewater for the shower and the toilet and the sink that are downstairs. Now I'm having the plumbing roughed in upstairs. We're going to connect the sewage and come down the wall here and connect to the pipe that was put in, the outlet that was left when the original system was done. I've lost a lot of time getting the plumbing done, which has to be done in Australia by a licensed plumber. It took me about 2.5 months before I could get a response from any of the plumbers that I contacted. I finally got one to come out and give me a quote, which was a stupid price. So then about another 1.5 months went by and I went back over the list of plumbers that I had that work up in this area. Found one that all the other tradies had recommended, and he gave me a really good quote. So Chris Agio is here today, and he's roughing out the upstairs hot and cold water and all the wastewater from upstairs down to the sewer tank. The 2 rainwater tanks have been plumbed to the pressure feed pump, which now goes into the house. Got an outside tap there, another one down outside there. On the inside here, where the downstairs sink will go, I've got the taps there. This is the shower and the toilet that you saw me just build the framing of. The shower swivel units there, shower head there, and going to build a seat there, and the water is plumbed there for the toilet. And underneath the roof, all the sewage water's being done. That's going from the kitchen sink. In the corner, that's going to a vent pipe. We've got a runner pipe here in the roof. Up here in Australia, if you use a hot water service that heats your water to 60 degrees, you have to have one of these valves which reduces the temperature to 50 degrees to the bathroom, so that children can't scald themselves, but the rest of the house will run at 60 degrees. So that's what all that plumbing is. Up there, the hot and cold water, and then we've got vanities and sinks, and the toilet plumb there, the line, sewage line running across here to the floor drain in the laundry and the laundry sink, and then the pipe goes down through the concrete blocks. Had to go through there because the top two concrete courses of concrete blocks are fully core filled with concrete as required, so the pipe had to go through under there. I'll just box that in long term when I eventually get around to making a room here. We've got another run of cold water there going to an outside tap there. I haven't put the hot water service in yet, which is going to be an instant gas service. We'll do that later on. And here's where the main seal pipe from the house comes through. It connects to the piping to the tank that was put in when we had all the system put in for the shed. The council building inspector has just come and virtually given me a green light on all the construction of the house so far, so that's a huge relief. The only thing is required is where I replace this beam over the one of the bedroom windows where the LVL original framing had suffered water damage. I replaced it with H4 pine, and he wants me to pull that H4 pine out and replace it with laminated veneer lumber to the same specs as what was there. So that's easily fixed. That's a huge relief knowing that the council inspector is happy. So now we can get on with gyprocking. Now that the framing on the house has been approved by the council building inspector, I can start putting the linings on the veranda. And because I've got to lift up all the sheets for the veranda and also for all the gyprock inside the house, I bought myself a sheet lifter. Only cost me $170 Australian on eBay, brand new, and it's going to make it a one-man job to lift those sheets up and hold them. If you're doing home renovations and you've got to put ceiling sheets up, forget doing it by hand with about 2 or 3 blokes trying to hold the sheet and position it exactly while you get the screws in. These sheet lifters are absolutely brilliant. Turns it into a one-man job. You can push the sheet up, move it sideways, twist it and get it exactly where you want it. Then get down, get a ladder, go around, screw it in place. Absolutely brilliant time saver.